Hello everyone, and thank you again for joining me on this season finale of The Boys Season 2. So, like I promised, I was gonna record this episode the very same day I published it for early access exclusive on my Patreon. So tonight's the night. So I am really excited about this season finale. This is going to be my first season finale reaction. I know that for many people it's kind of disappointing that it's going to be for The Boys instead of Star Trek, but you gotta bear with me in this one. The Boys is only 8 episodes long, whereas the first season of Star Trek is 29. And I am doing basically all the reactions now, considering that some of them are on YouTube and all of them will be on Patreon. These past episodes have been very intense, and the last episode, a lot of things that were incredibly shocking happened, so I'm really excited to just finish the second season for the series itself. To begin with, the boys, in this case the good guys, were scattered all around in the beginning of the series, but finally they came together so that they can continue their fight against the Supes. Now, on the other hand, the Supes were also having a lot of changes. First, they were trying to find a person that will take the place of Translucent, and for this, Stormfront is chosen. Now, they also fire A-Train, which leaves an open spot, and the Deep has been trying to reach back to the Seven, but he hasn't succeeded so far. So this leaves 2 more open spaces for the Seven. What seemed to be kind of an important deal, which was the movie that they were making, turned out to be not so important now. It was just some sort of distraction on which certain things were informed but not really happened. Stormfront and Homelander are dating now, and they seem to be quite serious about it. Butcher found Becca, but she rejected him in the end because she knew that he was not going to respect the fact that Ryan is not his son. Starlight started in a very stressful point where we didn't know what was going to happen as soon as A-Train will wake up, considering that she betrayed the Seven. Even though it looked like she started in a comfortable position, like dating Homelander and singing and all, she was not okay. Now she had to run away from Vought, take shelter with the boys, and for a brief period of time she was taken by Vought. Queen Maeve has been having a lot of personal issues, especially with Elena, and this story with Elena kept evolving, or in this case devolving, to the point where Elena left. I think that Homelander is going to try to use her as a chip because we knew that he was kind of interested in knowing about Queen Maeve's personal life. And so far, the only move that he's done using this information is to just make them uncomfortable. Stormfront happened to be quite a big package for this episode. Not only is she the first ever superhero, but her plans are definitely just insane. She's kidnapping and recruiting mutants to help her cause, which is beyond supremacy. All we know now about Black Noir is that he was actually crying when he found out about Compound B and that he's allergic to tree nuts. Now, A-Train has been through a lot of disappointment ever since he got fired by Vought. He is not really that convinced about joining this Church of the Collective, and now that he's in, he has demonstrated that he likes to think for himself, whereas the Deep, on the other hand, he really likes to do whatever he's told to do. But A-Train is definitely not gonna take it. He likes his independence. He likes to make his own choices, even though they were not the best choices in the past. But at this point, you can tell that he really doesn't like that a church will tell him who to talk to, who not to talk to, and, you know, just limit his freedom. We see now a little more about Mallory in this season, and she is a very important character, even though we didn't get the pleasure of knowing about her a little more in the first season. Mother's Milk and Frenchie are having not so much of an arc here. I think Frenchie is having a much bigger arc, considering that he's developing this relationship with Kimiko, And on the other hand, Kimiko is also being a completely different character from what we met in the first season. Here, she looks like a sometimes happy girl. Kimiko's holding it, and I said it before, she holds a gigantic grudge against Stormfront for what she did to her brother. Huey has had a huge development as a character here, because when he started, he was having a few glimpses of bravery, like with Translucent and actually going cherry bomb. Going with this guy that could stretch and blackmail him with a video that he couldn't see. In this second season though, Huey started struggling, like really losing his shit all the way down, where he was actually willing to die by the hands of Starlight. But having this friendship or brotherhood with Mother's Milk in the first place, and now with Butcher finally coming along to this point where they respect and they accept each other, he's grown a lot. He saved Annie's mom. He's quick thinking about cutting a guy's hand and using it to open doors around. And also growing up to the point of accepting that a relationship with Annie at this moment will be completely impossible. Butcher in this case has had more downs than ups. First he lost Reigns, not like he lost her, but in the end it's a loss. His wife basically told him to go away because she knows him better than he does himself, and she knows that he will somehow get rid of Ryan, and this speaks really lowly about him. We also got to learn a lot about his personal life, like the relationship he had with his father and the amazing relationship he has with his mother. Now, past episode was a lot about the relationship with the main characters and their father figure. So we know that Butcher's father was trying to make him a very strong man, and he admits that he was even tougher than he's ever been. But also we learned from Dr. Vogelbaum that he tried to make out of Homelander a very strong man, and when he was a child he used to be a good person, but in the way something failed, and now we got two monsters. We also have this brief glimpse of Lamplighter talking about his dad. We know that he was a prodigy, and the last thing he says is that he wanted to make him proud. So there's a lot of relationships here with the father figure. In the case of Annie, it's not precisely the father figure because we only know that he left, but this is more about the relationship with her and her mother being mended. Finally, the big bomb is that Bot has definitely gone berserker mode on everybody. He's killing left and right. He took out the key people that will bring them down, in this case with the deposition of Dr. Vogelbaum. Lamplighter decided to immolate himself, so now the boys have nobody. The last question that Huey does is like, what do we do now? And we can see Butcher just snapping, and I am eager to know what he's going to do. Oh, and as a side note, Stormfront kidnapped Ryan. So, let's get ready. Today's snack is one of my favorite chocolates in the entire world. These are called Princesses and are by Costanzo, so you might want to go check them out. Chocolates Constanzo, sponsor me. So let's get this done.
Arm yourselves. Your teacher should have an authorized firearm.
Arms?
Survival is all that matters.
Wow.
And authorizing Compound V for use by law enforcement and first responders.
What?
Doctor, are you?
Oh, she escaped.
The anxious boy? Really? With the moist cancer? Mom, okay.
Oh, that's your concern?
So, you didn't do this.
I wish I'd killed Vogelbaum.
I was sure it was her.
I just...
Look at the road! Oh, wow.
You were stupid to split that shit like dry firewood.
Big fan.
I need to ask you something.
I love him.
But they're hurting people. And sooner or later, they're gonna hurt someone you love.
Am I talking to you? Look.
But he's right. I think that Homelander is gonna try to do something to Elena. But she doesn't take the uniform off, though. Told you she was gonna go with Butcher.
Well, I can't exactly.
Oh, A-Train's there.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah, you are just a pawn.
Okay.
Voilà. Jambon vert, simple, but it's the ingredients, you know?
Thank you.
Diet Coke with lime, right?
Aww, because he's spoken
We've heard a
about
lot
her
about you.
so much.
You all close with Billy?
Yeah. I mean, sure.
I had the hesitation. I'm sorry. Okay, I have no right to ask you to help me after what I said to you, but
Actually,
Don't you worry.
what happened to your hair?
oh my goodness, she's... Oh my goodness. I told you they were gonna eat you alive. I hate those shots where you can see completely on the side window because I feel somebody's gonna crash them out of nowhere. Very common cliche.
Some shit, birds.
Holy sh!
What did he steal?
I was never here. Got that shit on your own, yeah?
Yeah, well, she does owe him one.
Back in.
Homelander's a friend. Why would I betray him?
Right, a friend.
Because you're ruthless. So it's just business then, eh?
When, Mr. Butcher, in history, has it ever been about anything different?
Well, yeah.
And you call me a ruthless bastard.
You tell me where he is.
Well, it's not like he said he isn't.
Rest. The people that raised me were scared of me, so they kept their distance. And I had to figure it all out by myself. I love you.
He's being super honest. This is true connection and not what he tried to do earlier. Oh, I don't want to feel happy.
Nazis are bad.
Oh, she's getting a little bit of that love back.
In 7 hours?
It's
Was she part of the attack?
Oh, so they can't hear him coming. Nice.
What's going on?
You have the boy.
Oh no, he's gonna kill them all.
You raised him right. You raised him right, and I'll make sure they never find you.
Don't you say that! Stop it! Stop! You have to come with
No, we're
us.
not out of time.
Ah, this is not fair. Now you made me cry. No, 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 no. Oh, no. The kid's okay. She knows what to do. Yeah. Yeah, Kimiko. No, 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 no. No, you did not kill her. She cannot be dead.
Hey, Kraut.
Yes, yes, yes. I told you she was not dead. She heals. Of course she can't die. Nice. Girls get it done. That's some girl fight. Queen Maeve's huge. That was a bloodbath, I'm sure. Oh yeah, it was.
Love you, Ryan. You fucking bitch.
Ryan, do something! Hate her! Please tell me you didn't kill all of them. Oh,
Sutton,
oh no, 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 no. Oh, he's gonna hate the kid so much.
Hold on.
You have to be kidding.
reflect. Wir haben den
What
perfekten
is
Platz
going
am
to
Fluss
happen?
gefunden im
Oh my
Schatten eines
goodness.
Apfelbaums.
Come
That's one scary sight.
here.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
As long as no one ever loves you again.
Oof. Oh man. That's a great loss for Homelander.
Because you said you'd get me back in the 7, you promised.
I'm sorry, Deep, but you are acting like a toxic personality.
Of course.
No, I'm still gonna cling on to you. I'm not crazy.
Well, I told you.
Don't be a
For a team that can keep tabs on the soups. If you're interested.
So basically the same thing he's been doing, but now legally paid for. Please tell me Mother's Milk got his family back.
I will.
Yeah.
That's on PR. Nobody remembered this stupid soup. Ugh. Oh man.
When can you start?
Oh no. What a ride. I'm really sorry about the Deep not getting into the 7. I mean, the entire season was about him going back to the 7 and he didn't get it. Butcher is having now this completely change in his way of life. For the past 2 seasons he's been like off the radar, and now he's going to be like officially investigating, but now they are all going to be like under Victoria's command. I don't know, this is going to be some interesting twist considering that she's the one doing all the killing. Man, she did the killing at the hearing. Of course she was not gonna get killed even though Mallory was protecting her. But then like, why? I mean, this is really, really crazy. I mean, then she probably is the one that is trying to get the supervillains going. I mean, Stormfront's story is one story, but I don't see no relationship between her and Victoria, so I'm not sure really what to think about there. I guess I'll have to collect my thoughts for the beginning of season 3, but that's gonna take about a year. I love the fact that Kimiko and Frenchie are now together and Huey and Annie are also together. Homelander lost it. I mean, he absolutely lost his shit. It's a shame that we didn't get to see Huey's dad. I mean, he had to be hidden, just like Mother's Milk wife and daughter had to be hidden, and we get to see them back, but we never got to see his father back. I hated Goran Vishnik's ending. That was like, oh man, I just can't. And that girl fight, I mean, I think we have to be very careful about Ryan's growing up, because he definitely must not be like Homelander. I think he's gonna be even stronger than Homelander, because, you know, with his first attempt, he blasted Stormfront and killed his own mom in the process. This is going to take a pretty big psychological toll on Ryan. I mean, he killed his mom, he knows he did it even though he didn't mean to, so the control of his powers is going to become quite sketchy, I think, for him. He had to apologize and to step back when he knew he had to. Things with Stormfront, as Butcher told him, that he made a racist America's sweetheart. So yes, it was his doing, so he had to completely step away from what she was trying to do, even though it will bring sales to his product. Now, we don't know what Compound B is going to transform into, because I don't think they're gonna leave Compound B just alone. That's the whole point of Vought's existence. It's a pharmaceutical. So yeah, there's gonna be another way to use Compound B, and I think Victoria is going to be the reason why we'll continue. And while A-Train got everything back, we well, now I understand that Annie and A-Train are even, with her secret and his secret leaking out this, and in the end it's not a secret anymore because they knew, and whoever was interested in knowing just died, you know. So yeah, he's completely safe too. Everyone's life got pretty much restored. We don't see anyone having to hide except for Ryan. But I don't know, next season is going to be probably in a completely different tone, since there has to be some continuation, and I think I read about a week ago that the filming for season 3 is over, so I'm expecting them to release it quite soon. But I don't think it's gonna be this year, so I'll have to wait. So this is finally the end of my season 2 of The Boys. Like I said, I was very excited because this is my first season finale. I am really I was really surprised about this episode. I was definitely not disappointed. I laughed, I got excited, I cried, I am nervous. I really want to see the next season, so this is completely a success in my opinion. Anyway, thank you again for joining me on this new episode. Take care, God bless, and bye-bye.